like sheep, but there comes a point where we have to take on that lion-like nature, where nobody messes with us and nobody takes this truth for a joke.
I'm with it. Nations want war, let's get it. No, I ain't doing no tripping, still standing on business. As it was written in the scriptures, who ruled the world from beginning? Tell you how it's ending. Jake, wake up, stop sinning. Call all things to remembrance. Shares keep visiting. We'll break off on the citizen till all the eating is finished. Go and let us pray. Shot clock, no penalties. Wait for the day of our enemies. Who are not let who pretend to be secretly funded captivity. Not metaphorically, literally, spiritually. Ain't a soliloquy, but prophesy, keep it biblical. Biblically, still hear the saints in their grave. Generally, taught on these days of villainy. Screaming, I keep that same energy. Lying in the sky, Mufasa. Bible giving cuts, no barbers. Kill the old man, we martyrs. No days off, just starting. Built up just like the Spartans. Tell them how we coming.
See, the Lord, I'm coming to fight for you, and I'm coming like a lion. I ain't coming like a lamb when I come. I'm coming like a fierce lion.
Built to last like it's Duralast, and I'm out the war with a pack of wolves. Caught a rhino, so I see hermano standing back to back, so you know we good. Prophesying while we multiplying, got these heathens in these nations fully shook. Got them really trying to figure out how the hell we let them do it with a book. Now I'm about to go beast mode. Teach your people on the intro. Live the Bible, that's the true survivor. Gotta write it down, that's the cheat code. Now I'm about to turn the lion on. Cleanse the earth of the vagabond. The fir tree and the cedar tree gon' stand with me, hella mighty strong. Prophesy till the kingdom come. Flip the scripts like a catalog. Drop the bars out on Babylon. Ride a vine till the heathen gone.
When it talks about the lion roaring, it's really talking about the prophets prophesying. We must prophesy like lions.
Let's go, third row. How they gonna be when a thing blow? If you wanna leave, then say so. We bout these laws till case closed. Welcome to the Lions Den, let us pray. They done let the lions in, 12 gates. Only where the righteous live, they turn from sin and get raised again. More fire, see how we burn up the streets. Prophets gonna turn up the heat, wake up the sheep. Nations gonna fade as a leaf when the Lord invade like a thief. See, we rolling with lions, we killing all of the vipers. Shooting fiery darts, we dodging all of the snipers. Let's go, we gonna bring fire to the streets. Dead bodies lying on the street, brothers getting high on the street. Watch a young lion just crying on the beat, roaring up the belly of the beast. To my people back in the east, high till we wake out of sleep. Heart of a king, heart of a priest. Fight this war till my people get peace. Peace.
Yeah. Got my lick in the booth. It's over with. One hit. The disciple. 6 man. Yeah. Garment, check. Friends, check. Spirit, check. Beard, check. With the word on your cone, ain't no time to rest. This ain't the truth, to pull a script and get it off your chest. Garment, check. Friends, check. Spirit, check. Beard, check. With the word on your cone, ain't no time to rest. This ain't the truth, to pull a script and get it off your chest. We gon' rush your block like a blitz. Bible is my safety, it's gon' hit. My reader running back and running quick. Presetting back to back, he work his wrist. We just made a Christian fix his face. He say don't keep the law, we under grace. I'm a bear, read Titus 3 and 8. Fix your face. We through 65, we don't go. Israel got him hell and all the smoke. The Bible ain't considered but what we told. It's a mission every time we hit the dough. Garment, check. Friends, check. Spirit, check. Beard, check. With the word on your cone, ain't no time to rest. This ain't the truth, to pull a script and get it off your chest. Garment, check. Friends, check. Spirit, check. Beard, check. With the word on your cone, ain't no time to rest. This ain't the truth, to pull a script and get it off your chest.
Checkmate, I'm the king on the board. I got my reader on my side, and yeah, he's swinging a sword. Yeah, we blowing up the trumpets, yeah, we talk to the Lord. It's a 2-man camp, but the angels make more. Big black.
Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites. no equal. We out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from the pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try. Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before you're coming. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom comes. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give it up. Blessed for the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try.
You did with some lions.
All praise. We here.
The 5 lions.
That's a great. Where everybody at, Cap?
That's right. Hey, Cap, I don't know, man.
Y'all kept them in Ohio?
Damn.
All praise to the brothers
Yeah,
that traveled to Ohio.
may not have made it back.
How many y'all went out there?
We rolled deep.
Yeah.
It was like about 12.
All y'all was together?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all?
Yeah.
We get into that later.
Yep.
Hey, how y'all doing, y'all? It's the Lions Den Radio Show. You know what time it is. It's 7:08, which means we started at 7. But we went live at 7:08. All praise to the Most High. We are now tuned into the Lions Den Radio Show live out of Orlando, Florida. I'm Captain O.C.
Captain Kemuel.
To my far left.
I'm Spaghetti-L.
To his right. Dang.
Check.
Damn.
To my far right.
Oh, shit,
My mic's kind of low. His mic's kind of low.
Put some juice
Your
in
mic
that
ain't working.
You want this one?
What's wrong with your mic? Yeah, get him that one. All right, we got a little problem. We're going to get it fixed, though.
It's all right.
Hey,
Hey.
can't bounce back from.
The spirit of the non-working mics has been
Right. All right, there we go.
across
the world.
all across the
got
world this weekend.
Yeah, what that was. That was Atlanta yesterday. We had to watch the Atlanta local announcements last night.
Yeah.
Shout out to the A, all praises.
What was that again? Well, I'm trying to remember. What's the sound effect?
I know what you're talking about. That was going on there.
Right. Yeah.
No more. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, praises. So yeah, we about to get into it. Before we get into it, y'all know what we like to do. We like to see how everybody's week went. You know, if you want to call in and share your week, call in 407-494-5479. But before we do, we let our own members share how they week went. So, Officer Gadio, how was your week?
Long week, Cap. Long week. But I'm here. So all praise to the Most High. It was a great Sabbath, great class yesterday. So that was the highlight of the week.
Yeah.
Through the captivity and escaping the plantation, you know, we always have our day of rest where we can come back and gather together. So great week because of that. So all praise to the Most High. All
praise to the Most High. I know you leveled up in your off the field. You know how that's going.
Yeah. Hey, Lord's will, next week I'll have some more good news. I ain't trying to put it out there too soon.
Okay. Last
you know
time, the feds tried to come and get you.
You know, good news, bad news. It's been a crazy year, but hey, all praise Most High trying to level me up. So
all praise
ready for it. All
Texas.
praise.
That boy got his first. He got his first deal with Disney World. That boy finna get. I'm gonna be building Epcot. You know what I'm saying? I need some more workers. I got a $200 trillion contract.
Damn.
6 months.
Not yet, Cap. Not yet.
All praise. Officer Isaiah, how was your week?
Hey, good week. All praise to the Lord. We got to fact check Trump.
Right.
FYI, Trump is a liar.
Yeah.
Trump is a liar.
So they wasn't eating the dogs and the cats?
Nah. Trump might be doing that.
Yeah.
Moab might be doing that.
Yeah.
But nah, man. You know how it is. Our people just get oppressed and slandered
Right.
no matter where we go, no matter what we're doing. Brothers and sisters just trying to make a life for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Upstanding citizens at that.
Right.
You ain't see nothing crazy out there. Nothing. Nah. It look way better than Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. White men out here panhandling, looking like he eating dogs and cats.
Damn.
Nah, but yeah, it was a good event, very edifying. One thing I say though, Levi, that language seems very aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
Sister be telling you like, I like what y'all doing. It just sound like she ready for war.
Yeah.
Did anybody? I think this one got. I think the video, one of the promos, we got the subtitles for what the sister was saying
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of it. I was like, I don't know what she's saying, but it don't look
Sounded
like
angry.
it's good. Right? It don't look like it's good for us. But speaking to that, a lot of people don't understand that language. It does hold weight. And give me that in the prologue of the Sirach.
Yep.
I want to show y'all something. There's a reason why the Creole language, it looks like, and it sounds like, anybody that's spiritual, it does sound like it has a little bit more oomph to it.
Wherefore?
Where's that?
Wherefore let me entreat you.
Yeah. Go ahead. You gonna read it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The prologue, Ecclesiasticus. Wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret, for the same things uttered in Hebrew.
For the same things uttered in Hebrew. If y'all following along in the book of in your what's the version of this one called that most people got? The red back. If you got the red back, if you got the red back,
Right.
It's in the front and it's on the left hand side. What we're reading right now. It's not a chapter and a verse. It's just a prologue. So read that part again.
For the same things uttered in Hebrew.
For the same things uttered in Hebrew, read.
And translated into another tongue, have not the same force in them.
What did they say? It has what?
Have not the same force in them.
So, when you in your different languages have different forces when they speak. Keep reading it. Go further.
And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
When they are spoken in their own language. So the editors of the Bible understood that. It means the same thing, but it has more force, has more oomph when you're teaching it in different languages. English is a soft language. Some things you got to teach with a lot of ferocity for it to come across, because the white man's language ain't strong. It ain't as strong as that Hebrew, the original Hebrew, not the white man Hebrew. So all praise to the Most High. But yeah, there is a difference in languages and the force that it comes with.
That's why some of those what they call them, romance languages, like French, Italian, and stuff like that. Right? Yeah. Mwah, you know that stuff. But no, absolutely right.
So, Officer No Run. How was your week?
I'm running tonight.
I ain't trying to hear that, bro. It's called Unity Run, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you run with your brothers, bro.
Yeah, I was asleep this morning.
Man.
Good sleep.
He was running in spirit.
Nobody picked up Mikey Hill?
You know, I dropped him off.
Okay. Oh, he need to go to work?
No, I picked him up and then dropped him off somewhere else.
Okay, go ahead.
But week was good. You know, just another week. All praise to the Most High. Sabbath class, like he was saying, was fire. All praise to the Most High. Bishop got the breakdown. Got all the precepts. So I need to review that thing, make sure that, you know, I remember. And like you said, when we bring that thing out, we can actually bring it out with conviction and you know, that we know what we talking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? When we get these precepts, we got to make sure that we study them things. But good week for me. All praise to the Most High.
All praise. Captain Kimuel.
The week ended on a great note.
Okay.
It was the week itself was a challenge this week.
Yeah.
It you know, some things that we overcomers though.
Right,
So,
right.
you know, but the week ended on a great note. And I was talking to one of the other captains, and he was just like, "Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna keep pushing and keep doing the work." So that's what we do. And as we get into it a little later, this was an excellent trip, man. Shout out to Deacon Laba, Captain Hoshea, Captain Shim, all the captains that made it up there, and the officers, soldiers. They need to see our support. And like Officer Yahaziel said, man, you know, us standing brothers and sisters, you know, the way we get slandered when you don't investigate things of your own, we just run with stuff. And I'm talking about our people. We'll run with stuff, and that's why even like how Judah slandered here. A lot of the tribes that come here and be like, y'all lazy, y'all don't do nothing. That's the reason y'all can't prosper, because they don't understand that there is a method to Esau's madness. He knows he better try his best to keep us down, right? Because we're going to be the ones that are going to go in and wake up all the tribes. Right. But we met some interesting people up there. One of the brothers I was telling you off air, he's doing some good things up there, and he was very pleased to see us up there and wants to do work with us. So, Lord willing, it's going to be profitable moving forward.
All praise. On that note, Cap, on that note, y'all want to get into it?
You got some promos, right?
Yeah.
So what went down yesterday, for those that may be in the dark still.
Ohio is in the national spotlight right now over the massive spike of Haitian migrants, some 15,000 who have arrived under the Biden-Harris temporary protection.
Ohio State Police sweep school classrooms and keep watch outside after dozens of violent threats. They follow false claims that Haitian immigrants in the city of Springfield are eating people's pets.
Claim that Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio are eating local pets has now led to a flood of threats in the city. Last night, organizers were forced to cancel a meeting at their Haitian community center.
Pour nous, l'union fait la force. Nous supposons mettre tête nous ensemble pour nous sortir tête nous dans ça nous y est aujourd'hui. Respect nous, c'est nous qui pour faire, pas que l'autre monde appelle pour nous, c'est nous qui pour révolter contre ça, c'est nous qui pour ramasser dignité nous, respect nous en tant que haïtiens.
That's what you was talking about when you read that in the beginning. You see that like, she's aggressive.
Yeah.
But hey.
Power subtitle. For real.
Hey, but you saw the little boy in the red shirt, right? That was marching alongside of us. And he had come out when we was marching. He had run out and got a flyer, and they were talking to him. And then I didn't realize that till I saw the promos that he was marching alongside of us. But we've seen that in other places, showing the power, right, of unity and how the young men are gravitating to that.
That's right.
So, this movement will not be stopped, right? It will not be stopped. We got another one, Cap? Was that it?
Hey,
No, we got another.
Hey, last time I checked, it was Moab, the one that couldn't wait for your dog to be left off the leash so they can pick it up.
Yep.
And then put that thing in some pot stew and whatever the hell they be eating.
Ain't nothing changed.
Right. You want to hear something funny? Well, we went to, I don't know if you realize it, Moab they owned a couple of those stores.
Mm.
So when where one of the camps was at, the Levi camp, the main one,
right?
We standing up there, we look around, see Moab coming through the window. I was like, I wonder where the cats is really going.
Right.
Saying,
yeah.
I was in college, and this dude told me, yeah, certain dogs we eat. You know, some dogs are pets. Yeah. I looked at it at school.
A Chinese
I
dude?
asked the dude. I was like,
A Chinese dude?
A Chinese
Hey,
dude.
they saying the sound is low, y'all.
He was, you know, somewhat cool in the school setting, right? So I asked. I said, man, I just gotta ask.
Yeah.
Do y'all really eat dogs? And he's like, yeah. He said some of them are pets,
Right.
and other ones are for meat.
Right. They look at it like any other animal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like they don't eat like little chihuahuas, like little dogs like
They
that.
got rough meat.
Yeah, the big dogs they eat. Yeah.
Sound about right. Sound
Yeah.
about right. Remember that? Remember next to our old school, they used to have that dog in that.
Oh,
yeah. Y'all keep that dog here just to throw us off, but we
Yeah.
know it's going down. We know it's going down.
Cat
Well,
dog.
you thought them was wings,
Right.
Why they chicken shaped like that?
Yeah.
Straight.
right?
Straight. All right, let's play the next one.
Hey, shalom, Most High Christ bless. Hey, we in Springfield, Ohio. It's about to go down. This is the official Say Passe Blitz, man. Look, hey, you Haitian people, you're not Haitian. You're from the tribe of Levi. Time for y'all to wake up, repent, keep the commandments of God. And we're here to support our brothers, man. Hey, as y'all know, our people oppressed and hated. They come from Haiti. They come here, and now they're being oppressed by these wicked-ass white devils right here in Springfield, Ohio. Hey, look. With that, y'all stay tuned. Shalom.
I love this stuff, man. I love what I'm seeing, man. Hey, if the Proud Boys gonna come here and they gonna march, hey, why can't we? I love what I'm seeing. I love the black unification out here. This is dope to me. I've never seen anything like this in Springfield. This is amazing to me. I'm just in shock and awe right now. Like, I love what I'm seeing. This is beautiful.
But this right here, I'd rather have this. Bring it, brothers. Bring it.
Levi.
Ça passe.
Got a little Levi. You know, we was in the group, in the captain's group, we was clowning, and you know, captain's call was like, hey, you know, Levi, they always sit there and listen. They'll listen for hours. I was like, yeah, that's because they ain't got nowhere to go. But Levi got the spirit. They got the spirit. That is true. Levi, for the most part, they'll listen. They'll at least give you time to bring the scriptures out. And then rebuttal. Judah boy, rebellious house.
We just got a different type of rebellion.
Yeah. Judah don't even want to hear it from the jump. We like, nah, we good. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Hey, and now that you say that, yesterday there was a couple of Judites, especially the woman, bruh. Hey, she can leave. She can kick rocks on her way out.
Put it on the screen, y'all. Put it on the screen.
We were teaching, and Levi standing around listening, and we had a officer that was over there interpreting, and you know, just even when Judah hears the abundance of evidence, you know, still I got my own opinion.
All right.
Yep. And it just, it's like, all right, just, you know, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
That's Judah.
That happened to you too, Cap. What's happening?
Oh man. Yeah, I ain't get to tell y'all about my week. My week was good. But on the Sabbath yesterday, dealing with a sister. She outside, we outside. You know, we was in North Lane.
Okay.
North Lane.
We ain't been there in a minute.
Yeah, that's why we went. That was a good spot too. We was outside the barbershop. I'm chilling outside the bar. She out there. She just listening. And I say, you believe in Christ? Yes, I'm saved. I said, okay.
Right.
I said, you mind if I give you a flyer? I went and gave her a flyer. I asked her, I said, well, you know, according to the Bible, nobody's saved until the end. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. So I said, come on over here. So she come over. I let Abner deal with her. Abner was teaching her. And then I was like, nah, I got to teach the sister. She was rebellious the whole time. Anything you say, she had a rebuttal. So I asked her, I'm reading Acts 5 and 30. She said she wanted to know who Christ died for.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Acts 5:31, and I'm reading it. And I said, okay, who is this? She act like she can't hear me. So then I continue to read. Then she want to say, it's like, you can't be right with the black woman. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Long story short, y'all ain't right, and you don't know the Bible. Just listen.
Yeah.
Just
listen.
That's simple. So let's get into it, Cap. Oh, before we do, I actually want to show that video at the start before we get to the end. Play the Gaza challenge video real quick. The last thing I posted. It's a YouTube link, so you ain't got to download nothing. So yesterday, a challenge was issued. I want to make sure everybody's good on this. Throughout the schools, this is a per school challenge. This ain't we got 20 artists and all that's going to do our own video.
No.
Per school, work together, bring it out. Go ahead, press play on that.
Breaking news, coming live from the end of time. No time to play, we can't stop like we in our prime. We fast forward, never hit rewind. So even with our checker passes, checker flags across the finish line.
God bless the enterprise. I know it's tragic. Bombs over Baghdad on some outcash. Controversy overseas, they can have it. In the blink of our eyes, lavish, then it's the masses.
Far from average, false doctrine get retired. Haters come against us, they just help us retire. They yelling no ceasefire. Meanwhile, we get shot by the cops and can't even get the police fired.
That's crazy. We got it the worst and it pains me. It don't matter if you pay me. You can't persuade me to feel anything for a nation that enslaved me. Cause Amalek a cancer to the earth and it stays free.
Can't phase me. You ain't hearing no average rap. We in the hoods, in the ghettos, cause that's our habitat. We tell our people don't vote and they get mad at that. Our king wore a crown of thorns and not a MAGA hat.
This ain't a football game, but we march with a Madison hat. Taking over each city to see how the dragon act. Fake Jews suppress news to damage cats. And to keep it frank, our goals higher than where your attic at.
Boy, you ain't know what you was getting into, did you? It's Israel United Christ. We the real Jews, no imposter.
We ready and willing for anything.
This is not a game. This is not a simulation.
Man, my people lost ever since we got up off them ships. Some fake Jews paid, so tell us how much it costs. Why you playing victim when you know you set up systems like a boss? Then you give us crumbs to throw my people off.
Yeah, we been living in hell, but lies getting dispelled. But they gon' feel every word like it's written in braille. We don't wish them well, cause ain't no wishing wells on this sinner's trail. Time Clancy ain't even got this many splinters.
Ain't no mercy for this brash nation. Arrogant, they'll kill you if you try to take something about their gas stations. I lack patience, cause in the past, all they had for us was lacerations, slashes, and castration.
Financial literacy, when it's war, the check blank. They rather have more starving children and less tanks. They invest in artillery with express things. Another reason they got interest inside the West Bank.
Uninterested when they speak, it's like they breath stank.
Israel, top tier army, we got that S rank.
Two nations going smooth down like the best drink.
Other nations never seen us coming like the best break.
We down for a minute, best believe we be right back. Never be concerned for no rats. I ain't Mike Jack.
Kingdom for the taking, think you fly and get hijacked. You trying to box with God, gon' need more than an ice pack.
Oh, praise.
Damn. Them boys put that bar high.
Yeah, it's hard to follow right.
You're going to feel this word like it was Braille.
Right. That's fire.
Yeah, you're going to have to come correct. Cause
So-
that right there.
So that's the Gaza challenge. The Gaza challenge. All you musicians out there, get with your camps, get your pens and pad together. Unless you Jay-Z reincarnated, write your lyrics down. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure it line up with the scriptures.
Officer Gideon made it sound like he coming back out of retirement.
Oh yeah.
Gideon, he was talking about you and him. Yeah. He was in the truck like
Me and Zeph got it. We got it.
I got it.
We got it. We gonna hold it down for the.
I don't know if Zeph would be good because you got to remember your lyrics actually. Right.
Oh damn!
Hey, I already saw it right. So.
Read it, brother.
Hey, that's like last night. Captain Amaziah said, "Do not read this announcement boring." I was like, bruh. So check that out. All right, Cap, what we got? Let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get that first video up. Let's get that first. Okay, we got it. So we're gonna go into a little bit of the recent articles. This is a Northern Kingdom Minute. That's what it is. Where's our Northern Kingdom brother? Dang.
I guess I gotta fill in for him.
You're gonna have to fill in for him.
We always.
Oh yeah. You is Issachar.
Yeah. Gotta help our Northern Kingdom brothers.
So we got we got Ephraim, and they're bigging up at Trump again. Right? We've gone through this before. They're going to big up Trump again, and we've gone through this before. I want you to go ahead and take over. Let's show this first video though.
All right. This is just so they know, Cap. This is a famous, like one of the top 3 rappers in Northern Kingdom community.
Okay.
And AA.
What's his name?
And AA.
Never heard of.
Yeah, he's like one of the top.
Really?
Yeah, he at the top.
Never heard of this guy.
You look him up. He's
so they're doing the same thing. It's the same MO.
Yep.
Just like they'll come get our top rappers.
Yep.
And
so they got Megan Thee Stallion for us, and they got this brother for Northern Kingdom.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. President, for having us here. For me, it's a real blessing to be here. I'm from Puerto Rico. We a big part of United.
All right, caller number 1.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from? Caller. Hang up. Go ahead, press play.
Thank you, Mr. President, for having us here. For me, it's a real blessing to be here. I'm from Puerto Rico. We a big part of United States. We really depend
Don't take the call.
United
Don't
States.
take the call.
Since Trump hasn't been around, Puerto Rico's, it's not a secret. We've been going through a lot as a country. And Biden always promised. A lot of politicians always promise through the years, but all of us know, the world knows, everybody's experienced it. The best president the world has seen, this country has ever seen. His name is President Trump. So all my Puerto Ricans, let's stay united. Let's vote for Trump. I personally spoke with him. He wants to help Puerto Rico grow and succeed as a country. So let's stand out tall and united. And we all want to remember that.
Wow. Bruh.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
listen,
a bruh moment.
Listen, man. I wish LIONZ was here. If that's you calling in, LIONZ, call in again. But I forgot the name. What was the name of the thing they had?
The act. Yeah, I was trying to think of it. Yeah, we need LIONZ to call in.
What was it called?
Is it Jones Act?
It might be.
I thought it might have been that, but
y'all look that up. IT. Look up the Jones Act. But I also want to bring up that he said, "Son, give me Lamentation 4:17." But he said something else. He said that they're a country. I don't know if they know or not. Puerto Rico is not a country.
Nah.
Puerto Rico is not a country. It is a commonwealth. They may call y'all something different, but you are a commonwealth. All right. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom.
There we go. We need some insight from the Northern Kingdom Minuteman. Y'all can put the camera on that blank chair so we can see him.
Oh, dang.
We need that hologram over there.
No, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, Soldier.
Yes, sir. And I was just calling in the fact that he's trying to be the spokesperson for Puerto Rico. And this guy, as a role model, exactly what also Lahad said, whatever these artists like the Meek Mills, the P. Diddy's, like, they're trying to be role models for Puerto Rico spokesperson, but they're the worst of the worst when it comes to PR.
Damn.
And unfortunately, although they want us to hold hand in hands with the enemy, guess what? Our Puerto Ricans got to repent, man.
Right.
Absolutely. And if I could pull the script real quick.
Yep.
Hosea 5, if I could. Hosea 5:15.
Yep.
Because they were showing he was trying to get the Puerto Rican vote, trying to sway the Puerto Rican vote. And that's not the way to do it at all, y'all.
Hosea.
The fact that I'm not there, y'all. Yeah.
Nah, you good.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place, till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. And their affliction, they will seek me early.
Absolutely. Puerto Rico is being afflicted, not only through the Jones Act, as Kat brought out, Officer Lahab brought out, Officer Aziel, not only through the Jones Act economically, but culturally. Why? Our heritage is in the dumpster, y'all. Our heritage is in the dumpster. And as what we saw with leadership going out to go see our brothers out of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of Ephraim, Judah, all 12 tribes, we need to come back and seek the Lord, especially with Ephraim. Man, we got to be on point with this. Definitely. And that's not the guy to do it. I just added Cap a video on the research chat. Y'all can just pull that up. It's only about 30 seconds.
Okay.
He did a song, funny enough, with Kodak Black, which is out of the tribe of Levi. We're gonna check it out real quick. It's about 30 seconds. The music video.
Gotcha.
Okay, I see it. Let me forward it over there.
They got it.
So this right here goes to show exactly the influence.
Cool.
And Trump doesn't give a damn about all Israel. He doesn't give a damn about it. He just wants to get in office. That's it.
That's it. Y'all got the timestamp?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be.
No, I see it. If they got it. They got it.
This is gonna show exactly what it is, because he wants to try to sway the Puerto Rican vote, just like he wants to do the so-called black vote. This and that. He don't give a damn. That dude don't give a damn at all. So let's go ahead and play that. You can see exactly who this character is.
Put the disclaimer. There you go. All right. Is that the weeds?
Definitely. Yep.
Sniper game.
Des compliments au courant, les générales contre tout ça, mais tout sauvage au devant, et puis les mes poissons.
All right.
That's what they use.
Two niggas in a pod.
That's who they use. That's who they use as the voice. Yes, sir.
Yep. Never fails.
It's
That's
crazy.
Like Quavo.
Yeah.
They use Quavo for gun reform.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is more towards targeted to Northern Kingdom, I guess Ephraim and Americas, because in Puerto Rico, they vote don't count towards the actual election. This is only for primaries. So what Trump is trying to do is build a campaign to show that he stand with Puerto Rico, so that the Puerto Ricans in America, he can get their vote.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do.
Right. Don't nobody care about Puerto Rico.
Right.
Don't nobody. Hey, I hate to break it to you. Hey, nobody care about us.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody care about us either.
Right.
But this shows you. Hey, appreciate you for calling in, soldier.
Absolutely. Hey, Most High Christ bless. Love you guys.
Hey, pull up that next video right quick. Go ahead, Cap. I just want to make sure that nobody forgets who he's endorsing. Let's not forget. Remember the hurricane,
paper towel,
earthquakes, and all that. That's
the greatest president.
Yeah, this is who he's endorsing. You like my thorn, don't you? That's why you're gonna vote for me.
The president touched that one.
Oh, net, brother.
Do you want me to sign it later?
He even left up the guy.
Don't forget to get my J's.
Right. Perfect form.
Oh, damn, you do got sneakers.
Thank you very much. It's great.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, but that's who. It's the same thing. They use the same tricks.
Right.
They get one of our major artists to push us back to who they want to put in office.
Yep. All the face. It's all about the face.
You ain't see that. I don't know if you saw that clip I posted this week. The brother who's on the Breakfast Club. He basically was talking about how the athletes, the entertainers, how they need to shut the hell up. They need to basically stop doing this and be more educated before they actually do that.
It's in here.
It's in the
we need to play that right now. It's the perfect time. Come on, man.
Telling us, let them tell them.
It's the perfect time. We seeing a freaking wrap up there talking about some Trump, the best person ever.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he called them S-hole countries.
Right.
Throwing shooting paper towels at people after a hurricane. Like what? That's what we need sandbags. I don't know what a paper towel gonna do with a hurricane flooding. But
yeah, it was gonna soak up all the water.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Post the video. We need it. We need it because that is who they target. They target dumb Negroes and Hispanics who don't understand politics and don't understand that these politicians are not for us.
Message.
All they want is to get your vote. Anybody of influence, and we've seen this before. Give me that in 2nd Maccabees. Get that ready.
Get that.
Get that ready in 2nd Maccabees.
Yep. Because they know where their bread is buttered at.
Right,
so
exactly.
They're going to keep that bread coming.
Exactly. They got it yet? All right, cool. Go ahead, press play on that. This Eric Dyson, right?
Yeah, yep. He's addressing basically how they use politics and they use our people, and our people basically uneducated, and how it makes us look as a nation.
Right.
Clarity with which he said it. I know his intent was right, but sometimes you could just be spreading misinformation that ain't helpful to us as a people. So read. And this is why I know this sounds self-serving as a black intellectual, but I'm 65 years old. I've been out here on this battlefield for 40 years. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to make the life of the mind sexy to young people. I want them to see you ain't just got to be a rapper, which is important. You ain't just got to be an entertainer, which is great. You ain't got to be a singer. You ain't got to be an athlete. You could be an intellectual, a thinker, a person who puts on every day a thinking cap and tries to reflect upon the world. There's something virtuous about that. And I'm unapologetic about that because I think we need more of that now in an era when disinformation, AI, the creation of deep fakes, and the perpetuation of legacies of inequity through means to dominate the masses has to be examined. So we got to go back to old school. Think about Noam Chomsky and manufacturing consent. And think about these great books, Marshall McLuhan, in terms of talking about the media, and the medium is the message. That's the kind of stuff we got to think critically about as we move forward.
You know what's interesting about what you said, Brother Dyson? Most of your favorite entertainers are rappers that people like. You like them because they're intellectual.
Right.
Whether you deem them an academic intellectual or not, you like Pac, you like Killer Mike, you like Jay-Z, you like Nas, you Scarface. These brothers are intellectuals.
Lauryn Hill. I mean, you know, that's a great point. And that's why I dig them. I've written books about half of them. Why? Because they're thoughtful. Pac? I mean, Pac was amazing on that microphone, but boy, he's up here talking about American government. I mean, at 22.
Pause. Now, before y'all start praising Tupac.
Yep.
He's still a nigga.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But anyway, go. It's almost done anyway. Let it finish.
23, 24. The son of a Black Panther. He said, I was literally born in jail because his mother was one of.
So, go ahead. I'll let you reflect on it.
Yeah, like, and that's what he was going through earlier is that, like Charlamagne was saying, that all of our favorite rappers, or per se, when we was in the world, like he was mentioning Lauryn Hill and Tupac, they use them in a political sense today to push the agendas. But back then, they don't know that a lot of our people was actually trying to use their platform to fight against the oppression.
There you go.
So now today, he was saying that a lot of our people, they don't no longer have the same approach as a Tupac or a Lauryn Hill. Now they just doing whatever the hell the agenda is, and they going along with it.
Right.
So even like you were saying, Cap, even with that, they using the most wicked of our people in the world to push whatever they trying to push.
There you go.
So if they knew the laws of God, one, they wouldn't even be getting entangled with that. Get in 2 Corinthians where it says equally yoked, be not
6.
Yeah, 6.
Yep.
Get that real quick.
Hey, IT, look up "Fight the Power" lyrics.
You
going back there now?
Yeah.
You going back there?
Yeah, I got to make you feel at home, Cap.
Yeah. That made me feel at home right there.
Look up "Fight the Power" lyrics.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communication hath light with darkness?
So the communion with the darkness, meaning these politicians, they ain't got nothing good for our people. All they trying to do is push an agenda so they can continue what society has set up for us. He said misinformation spread through politics. That's one of the notes I got. That's what they've been doing for us for years. And they're going to keep using our people until we wake up.
Yep. So, y'all saw the image of the two rappers that was just up there. They rolling up blunts,
right?
Smoking weed in the club, dressed in American clothing. They fit in what's going on. So, scroll down. I just want to get to the chorus. All right, read that for me, Gadiel, with your best rapping voice.
Fight the power lyrics. Fight the power.
Fight the power. So we went from fight the power to not vote for the power.
Right.
And y'all mean to tell me that modern day artists ain't paid off?
Right.
Come on, man. This is written in 1989. At now, what that is? That's 30 years ago, 34 years ago, 35 years ago. So in the span of 35 years, we went from fight the power to now you standing up beside Donald Trump. You twerking for Kamala Harris. All these different things have taken place. They have hijacked the music. Go ahead.
Fight the power. 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 We've got to fight the powers that be.
So we went from fight the powers that be. And Cap, you was in your prime during this time.
I was a young man.
Was this a major song?
Hey, not only was it a major song, man, we pushed that thing everywhere.
Yeah.
Man. We pushed that thing everywhere.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of my brothers, we was militant at that time.
Right.
Very militant young men. But what was it, Eric Dyson?
Yeah.
What he failed to realize is intellectualism, as he's pushing, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but it don't pay.
Yeah.
And no brothers don't want nothing but to get paid.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, that's a great point, Cap. Give me that Ecclesiastes, the gift to stroke the heart.
Yeah.
Hey, you 100 because Eric Dyson, he just so happened he used to be the head of the NAACP, if I'm not incorrect. And he done other things. It does pay, but what he said, what he doesn't understand is you still gonna serve the same system.
Right.
You just doing it. It's just like the pastor.
Right.
What do you do when you done being a drug dealer? You become a pastor.
Right.
And guess who you serving? The white man. That's it.
Let me rephrase it. I see what you're saying, but it pays at a later stage.
Yeah, you're
at a
right.
later
You don't
age.
get it right now.
You ain't getting it right
Nah. It take you time. It take you time in that, because to be a true intellectual is just like how Bishop always say, you got to have experience. You got to be studied. You got to read books.
Right.
You got to write books. It takes time to get to those levels. Like Bishop has written books.
Right.
He's read books, many. And to get to that level, it takes time, and black people don't like time. We don't like waiting on our turn. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression makes a wise man mad. Read.
And a gift.
And a what?
And a gift.
And a gift does what?
Destroyeth the heart.
That's what he ain't understanding. That gift that comes with being, I can be 17 now, make a TikTok video and go viral. And I'm getting money. Why would I sit here and try to go to college and sit here and be a GA and an intellectual and be a professor and then be a professor elect and then climb up the chain? They don't want to do all that. And you ain't getting paid. That's like even being a doctor now. Black people be turned off of that. They're like, man, I got to go to school for 4 years. Then I got to go to med school. Then I got to go to, what they call it, residency.
Right, be a resident. Yeah,
resident.
all of that.
They don't see at the end of it, there's something that's greater than everything. That title, that status, and being able to help your people at a drop of a dime, that's priceless. Because you know how many programs Esau get because they know somebody that can sign something for them immediately? It is more than shocking. But we don't have people like that we know. Black people can't touch a doctor. You don't know what they look like. Don't know what they sound like. All you know is Esau. But that's powerful. Those positions, lawyers, doctors, so on and so forth. Go ahead.
So you had songs like "Fight the Power." Before that, you had Curtis Blow singing about the things that we seen in our communities growing up. You had when all the rappers got together. You remember that? Obviously, all the rappers got together. Self-destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were coming together and they were saying, you know what, we got to make some changes.
Right.
That's what we were singing about, right? And then what does Esau do? He comes right behind that with Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. You know, about Ebony and Ivory. And
we are
the world. And
Rocky to sleep.
Let's rock everybody back to sleep. You know, and so it works. And so what do? They go right down there into the ghetto, right? And they pull out the rappers, and they get to endorse people that any other time he would never have no access to Trump.
Nah.
You're right. Never.
Mm-hmm. No access to Trump.
Trump don't know who he is right now.
Right.
No. What's his name?
Annuel AA.
You ask Trump right now, hey, what'd you think about Annuel AA? He'd be like,
most popular Negro.
He could have been.
Call him up now.
Yeah.
Manuel.
Right.
He was good.
Right.
Fine. He's a fine man. Fine man. But yeah, they just use us. Give me that Maccabees. I want to show y'all that. This is an old trick they've been using before time. You find whoever got influence and you push your doctrine behind them.
Poor righteous teachers. Yep. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, but yeah, y'all absolutely right.
What they say, watch who you trail your hitch, or cast your hitch to, or whatever the saying goes. But anyway, that's what they do. That's what they do nowadays. Y'all got it? Maccabees. LIONZ, the aged man. They wanted him to eat pork.
Yeah.
Come on. I asked for this 20 minutes ago. You supposed to have your hand on it.
Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse, you want to start at 18?
Yeah, we'll start earlier.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes.
That's the key part. But because back then you had to have some age behind you to even get respect and honor and authority. But today's society, you don't need that. All you need is 1 million followers on TikTok, a few hit songs, and you good. Matter of fact, give me that in Isaiah about tell the young man with the gay clothing to be our leader. That tells you the state that we're in. You know what else also, Cap, that lets you know that we ain't a nation of people? The people that they're using, they all young people.
Right.
Where's the aged men and aged women of our community that they're going to cast the vision to everybody? They ain't going to Ben Crump. They ain't going to Al Sharpton. They ain't calling on none of them. They're like, them old, ain't nobody listening to them old Negroes no more. They ain't calling on none of our aged leaders. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
James chapter 2 and verse 13.
What? Is he serious right now?
Oh, my
Didn't I say Isaiah 3? Maybe I'm slipping. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I could have sworn I said Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 6.
I could have sworn I said Isaiah. I don't know. I may be wrong.
When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler.
That's where we at today. Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler. Because what? Megan Thee Stallion. This little girl, she just graduated college, I think a year ago. She still got boyfriend shooting her in the foot. You mean to tell me she the person that's going to give you the mindset of who you need to be your leader? Come on, man. Read.
When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler.
Read.
And let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer. For in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people.
That's where we're at today. That is where we're at today as a people. Jump up to verse 4.
Verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes.
That's where we at today. Children. Like we said, we showing you all the people that the politicians are calling on. They young nobodies that nobody know. They ain't stepped a foot. Like the brother Eric Dyson. He said, I've been doing this for 40 years. Now, granted, it's been all white supremacy. But 40 years, you respect the fact that, okay, you showing your discipline in whatever it is that you're doing. That offers some type of respect. But now Esau like, I don't even care about that because we in this microwave era and generation that I can get whoever pops up. What was the two twins, the two light-skinned twins a few years ago? The Island Boys. Island Boy. They was millionaires overnight, making money everywhere. I'm pretty sure if it was a campaign year, they would have had them up there. Whoever. And guess what? Somebody would have said, oh, they said they're going to vote for such and such. I'm going to vote for them too.
Right.
Right. That's what the Bible speaks about. Read it again.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And I will give children to be their princes.
Uh-huh.
And babes shall rule over them.
And babes shall rule over them. Now go back to Maccabees. Because I'm showing you. How did we get to the point that now we're using these young men, these young women that don't know anything? Because as a nation, we've been destroyed. But the fact of using whoever has influence to push their agenda, that's an old trick that's been used since the beginning of time. You got it?
2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man.
An aged man, because our people had common sense back then. Because we had elders, we had the ancient, we had the honorable, we had the men of war. You imagine being a 40-year-old man, you've been to war a few times, you don't killed a few men, and you listening to a little girl telling you who to vote for, to be the leader of the people. Imagine that. But guess what? Black people are doing that. Go ahead.
An aged man and of well-favored countenance was constrained to open his mouth to eat swine's flesh.
Read.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth. And came of his own accord to the torment.
Read.
As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted.
So they tried to constrain him to eat pork to force everybody else to do the same. He said, you know what? Hey, I'm not doing it. Read.
Verse 21. But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring forth flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use.
So they said, hey, listen, man, come up here. You can speak on our behalf, and guess what? We'll let you eat clean food. But everybody else they're going to think that it's pork. But you ain't got to break the law. Go ahead.
And make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Read.
That in so doing, he might be delivered from death. And for the old friendship with them find favor.
This also lets you know that our people, he had wisdom. He was friends with these people, meaning what? He wasn't a nigga.
Right.
And he still kept his integrity amongst being in that high position. Read.
But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law, made and given by God.
Read.
Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightways to send him to the grave.
So he said, hey, I don't give a damn about our friendship. I don't care about none of that. Listen, it's you or God, and I'm choosing God. A lot of our people say that, but they ain't about that. How do we know? We keep seeing these artists and everybody else who they ain't saying vote for God. They ain't saying, when they say I want to thank God, they don't say nothing about God when it's politician season. Ain't nobody say we want to put this election in the hand of God. They say vote for Trump, vote for Kamala. Whoever writing the check, that's who they pushing. Read.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to disassemble, whereby many young persons.
Many what?
Yeah, many young persons.
Many young persons. That is what they are seeking in getting these musical artists, these athletes, so on and so forth. They want the young mind. And that's why it's so important that y'all support what we're doing here at IUIC. Whether it's a radio show, whether it's a camp video, whether it's a documentary, whether it's the Booster Club. Because we understand we are after the minds of the young people. Revolution comes from young. Ain't no 80-year-old man out there starting no revolution. Hate to break it down to you, brothers, but it ain't happening. It's the Bishop Kanai say it all the time. He said it's a young man's game.
It is. Yeah.
We got to make sure we are active in whatever it is. Whatever the young people doing, that's where we got to be at. We got to be at, and we do it well. And you young brothers and sisters that's here, guess what? Y'all got to give insight to the older people. Let us know. Make sure we in the right step, doing the right things. Go ahead.
Whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
To a what?
To a strange religion. And so they, through minded hypocrisy, and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me.
Read.
And I get a stain to mine old age, and make it abominable.
So that's what it's about. Like I said, our forefathers and foremothers aforetime, they understood their power and their influence. Today, these young brothers and sisters that's getting these checks from Esau and these different political parties and candidates, they don't understand their power. They don't understand their influence. Somebody like LeBron, they got 170 million followers. Kyrie Irving, millions of followers. All these different musical artists, so on and so forth. They have a lot of influence, and they don't understand the power that they hold with their platform. If they were to ever repent, they could change a lot of stuff in a moment. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Cap, some of them is because they want the bag. They know that they ain't going to have the platform. That's the truth about it. They're going to have, like Bishop been bringing out about, like, you know, orphan camps and stuff like that. The truth about it is if you don't have a righteous age man above you, you're going to make some dumb mistakes. So those brothers, it's like when he was talking about the athletes or whatever. You would think somebody like LeBron would say, you know what, let me get with somebody that got wisdom. Let me come up under them. Nah. Instead, it's, I know if I do that, I'm going to lose this platform. I'm going to lose the checks. I'm going to lose all of that. So you know what? I'm going to stay ignorant, and I'm going to just talk out the side of my neck. That's all it is. Because in a nutshell, America has to continue for them to have that platform.
There you go.
They don't want to give it up.
There you go.
They don't want to give it up.
They saw what happened to Colin Kaepernick. They saw what happened to Kanye when he spoke up about certain things. So they know there's a line. When you make a certain amount of money, you know what line to cross. That's why they give them handlers. All of them got handlers. Hey, don't talk about that.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. If Kaepernick did that when Fight the Power came out,
he'd have been loved.
Yo, they would have tore up America with that.
Because everybody was willing. But now, this era today, can't do it.
Hey, get I want to back that up. Get Sirach 30:3 because a lot of times what you find is these young men, they don't have fathers or they don't have strong fathers. Right. And it's easy to buy them off. Right. So they don't even know that they're perpetuating that same stereotype. And when we read about how in Psalms 49:11, how he say his lands would continue forever. And this is part of that process. Right. Go ahead. Read that.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Go ahead.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die.
Now, it says though his father died because he was taught by his father. He had a relationship with his father. Guess what? He didn't see his mother disrespecting his father. Go ahead.
Yet he is as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful.
Verse 6 is the point.
He left behind him an avenger against his enemies.
See, that's not an avenger. That brother right there, just like so many of our other brothers, not an avenger. You're doing the work for them. Go ahead.
And one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
And shall requite kindness to his friends. So those avengers, that's telling you that the restoration of the household has got to be a priority. Right? Or else they're going to continue to be able to easily just pick off brothers. Right? And that's why another scripture, you don't have to get it, but it says folly is set in great dignity. You know, it's easy for that to happen.
100% correct. 100% correct. Dang, it's 8 o'clock already. Yeah,
it sounded like it was going into the glory of the Grecians a little bit. It's heavy because a lot of our kids, like without fathers, most of them are in sports. They put a lot of passion, they put a lot of time into sports because that's all they know, right? And when they get this money, now that society has changed to where teenagers are getting paid, now they can use them. That's another avenue for them to target the youth at a young age, and now they can use these. They got these NIL deals now that they can use them to push their agenda starting at 16, 17 years old. That thing is crazy.
You know what the NIL deal did? It turned the child into the gift. And
Exactly.
Now the parents, yo, Pop, shut your mouth. I pay the bills in the house.
Exactly. 100% correct.
Yeah. The father don't have no control over the house no more. Yeah. All right, you ready for the next one, Cap?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it. We have seen this recently about body parts, organs, things of that nature going missing. Let's pull up that next article. Yes. Number 2. Yep. Wow. Number 2. Let's put that over so the people can see it.
Damn, the university.
Atlanta Black Star. We feel violated. Texas University dismembered black veteran and sold his body parts for over $1,400 without his family's consent.
Damn.
Yeah. Wait a minute, scroll back up. It says Texas University. And you know, that's a major.
That's the University of Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Longhorns? Hook 'em Horns?
Yeah. Hook 'em Horns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's read the story, man. I need to know more. What happened here?
Let's go.
Like many veterans, Victor Carl Honey was neglected by the government after serving in the U.S. Army for 10 years, spending 30 years living on the streets of Dallas while suffering from mental illness.
Hey, give me that scripture where it says it's a horrible thing for a man to experience poverty coming from war.
Yep. It's Sirach. Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes. And this is common.
Sirach 26 and 28.
Amongst our amongst the men of war.
American veterans.
And especially yours, but yes.
That's common knowledge, you know, a common thing to see because they can't deal with society when they get back from war.
Right.
They end up impoverished.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart.
There be two things that grieve my heart. Read.
And the third maketh me angry. A man of war.
A what?
A man of war.
Read.
That suffereth poverty.
A man of war that suffereth poverty. This further proves and shows you that the American society is not what it's built up to be. It's not the dream that you think it is. And a lot of our people chase that thing through the military. It's always the same thing. Being a black man, you want to get a scholarship. If you can't get a scholarship, go into the military. Those are the two easy lifestyles that we think that we can do. One of them, you're going to end up beat up and broke. The other one, you're going to beat up and broke. Both of them lead to the same destination 9 times out of 10. We done did many episodes on the athletes that end up broke. Now we showing you that, guess what? It's the same thing on the military side as well.
Right.
So it's a false dream. It's false hopes.
And I'm just one key thing to tie that in. Now, if you're an athlete, especially if you're successful athlete, right? Many women are going to come at you, right? Because they didn't know you got the bag, right? Well, same thing with these military men. A lot of the common, you know, women, they're going to go after them because they know they stable.
They stable, And what happened? When they leave, when they go overseas, adultery. When they get kicked out of the military, the checks ain't coming in no more. And now when they come back and they lost a limb, they ain't the same person. They gone. So very similar.
Don't need you no more.
Very similar lifestyles that parallel.
What did y'all do with the?
I know what the article. What
I don't know. What are we doing back there?
I don't know. IT, man, they just do whatever.
Come on, brothers. Thank you. All right.
But the government finally saw some value in the 58-year-old black man after he died in September 22.
That's jacked up the way that's written, man.
It is. Damn. So they saying they didn't value this man.
Right.
They didn't value this man because and it's evident because he lived 30 years on the streets after spending 10 years in the military. Wow. But y'all want to go somewhere. You want to, what they say, the few, the proud, the Marines.
Right.
Or whatever other office, all these different things. But it's letting you know you don't have no value. You don't have no value. Go ahead.
But the government finally saw some value in the 58-year-old black man after he died in September 22 by giving his body to a medical university, which then sold off his body parts to various companies without his prior consent.
Without his prior consent. What is letting you know? They do whatever. Give me that Nehemiah 9. Give me that
I'm holding it out.
Yeah,
we got to go there. But, you know, this is like when you go into the hospital, too. They ask you if you have a living will and stuff like that. Because they're going to do whatever they want.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You got it?
Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 36. Behold, we are servants this day for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers to eat the fruit thereof and the good thereof. Behold, we are servants in it, and it yieldeth much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us because of our sins. Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
Hold on. What the Bible say?
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
They have dominion over our bodies.
Right.
Whether you dead or alive, it don't matter. Because while you're alive, what? Hey, you got to get this shot, or you can't come to work. What? Or you got to do this, or you got to do that, or you got to cut your hair, you got to shave your beard. All these different things showing you that they have dominion over us. Mm-hmm. This is showing you even in death, it can't leave your body alone. Read it again.
And it yieldeth much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us because of our sins.
And that's the key part. The reason why we're in this predicament is because of our sins. It's because we have not hearkened to the one true God. Read.
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
They have dominion over our bodies. Read.
And over our cattle at their pleasure. We are in great distress.
We are in great distress. They have dominion over our bodies and over our cattle, which we don't have cattle. Talking about our food. That's why our food is defiled here in America and everywhere we go. But go ahead, finish the article.
Which then sold off his body parts to various companies without his prior consent or approval from his family, according to an investigative report by NBC News.
So they sold off his body parts without consent. Now, what would have happened if his family wanted to sell his body parts? This place is hypocritical, man. If you try to sell your own, like, imagine black people try to sell their own body parts when your people died. Because a lot of our people die a lot. Gunshot, all this difference. Esau would be up in arms. They'd be mad as hell. But when they do it,
right,
somehow it's legal and it's known practice when it comes to the universities. Yep. But if you do it, you going under the jail.
Hey, Cap, it ain't just the universities either. When you see the corporations and the companies who bought the body parts, then you see how, everybody, like in Psalms 83, everybody is in agreement.
Right.
And Cap, it's a specific part of this article you want to look at?
We just read a little bit more about
multi-million-dollar business. Go down, scroll down where it says multi-million-dollar business, because it gets more in detail in or you can start. Read that right there.
And then I want you to go back up so you can see the brother. But
okay,
yeah, go ahead.
A multi-million-dollar business. The selling of body parts from unclaimed bodies has been common practice in Dallas and Tarrant countries since 2019, under an agreement with the University of North Texas Health Science Center, which made $2.5 million a year selling body parts to medical organizations.
Okay, so it says University of North Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
According to the investigation, NBC News reported that more than 2,350 unclaimed bodies were given to the university over the past 5 years, with 830 of those bodies selected for dissection.
That's crazy.
Listen to this.
The bodies were mostly black, male, and mentally ill, and were homeless. They were then cremated with their ashes scattered at sea or interned in local cemeteries. In at least 12 cases, family members have been looking for their relatives, but nobody from the government had contacted them before they were contacted by NBC News. When first approached by reporters, officials from the Health Science Center defended the practice, arguing that it was essential for training future doctors.
And now I want to show y'all something. I don't have that book with me today, but I've been going back and forth. That book, Ebony and Ivy, it goes into the Ivy League schools.
Right.
That was one of the first practices they had too. And then it goes, and you can see it in the Medical Apartheid and other books, how they would even go back and dig up our bones, dig up graves, because we had different graves. When our people died, we didn't have headstones and all that. Right. They would go and dig up our bones to do dissections and stuff like that. So this is not a new practice.
Right. Damn, that's heavy.
Go ahead, Lad.
Now, I was just gonna say, why would you, when I look at it, why would you want to clean up the homeless community if that's a multi-million-dollar business?
Right.
Like it's profitable for them to leave our homeless veterans out there. It's profitable for them to allow our people to bring drugs in the community and dope up our people. Now they living on the streets. It's profitable because now they can capitalize off it. They can sell your body parts to the Marines. to all these different universities so that they can make money off of that.
We don't even see that. That's the stuff hey, give me that. The thought of every one of them is deep.
It's deep.
That's heavy. That's heavy because when we see homeless people,
right,
we just think, dang, that's a sad thing. When they seeing green signs, that's what they see. They like, man, this is a gold mine out here.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It take me back to they clone Tyrone.
Right.
Everything that we do is calculated. It's calculated down to the T. While you alive, while you dead, it don't matter. Esau got a plan for you. It's like Bishop always say, from in slavery, when you was 2-3 years old, you was working.
Right.
You was working. They had some use for you somewhere, somehow. Nobody had free time. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Psalm chapter 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquity.
They do what?
They search out iniquity.
They search out iniquity. Read.
They accomplish a diligent search.
A what?
A diligent search.
A diligent search. Because like Cap said, they've been doing this before these businesses was set up and running. Now they white labeled it, so to speak. They cleaned it up. But they've been doing this before. Read.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
The heart is deep. They think about every little niche about how they can profit off the black body, the black mind, the black everything. And they keep showing this. I can't wait for whatever movie's going to be this year.
Right.
They had their clone Tyrone and what was the other movie? Don't Look Up. No, it was another movie last year they had that came out.
Get Out?
No. It was last year.
Leave the World Behind?
No. It was they clone Tyrone, and it was another one. There's another movie they came out with. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, those movies show you how they think about us and how they want to use us in their society. Cannot think of the movie. Oh, killing me. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, y'all, and we're going to be right back. We got some new albums that dropped the last 2 weeks. We want to show y'all those so we can push original royalty recordings. Shalom. Be right.
We're now live.
Spoons, mine was made from wood. Hand me down, baggy pants, you thought I was sagging. Made the best of what we had, cause we ain't really have it. I learned to be a go-getter and made that a habit. My attitude's a little different, it comes from the passion. I stay in my own lane, cause there's no traffic. And I move a little different, I ain't like your average. They said I'd be dead in jail, well I did both. 10 years dead in the prison grave, I came back a Jew. African-American, made in America. Searching for my father's, found a diamond buried in the rough. Back in society with pressure on my shoulder, convicted felon on my jacket. Best believe I still ain't folded. Vision used to be a million, now the mission is the kingdom. Yeah, I'm stumbling and falling, but I'm trying, I ain't playing.
They'll try to bring us down low, but inside us, all that pressure brings out diamonds. You will find a big gold where his diamonds. We never go forward, bring it on.
Learn how to crawl before you stand up and walk. Gotta mumble a few years before you learn how to talk. We become new creatures coming out the dark, but that old man ain't dead, that nigga just informed. Gotta chisel up that block on a daily basis. People looking at you strange with confused faces. Used to be that gang banging ass nigga crazy. Now we're reading out the Bible, thumbing through the pages. Used to put it on my set that the hood made me. Then I had to pay homage cause the Lord saved me. Yeah. And I thank him for the blessing, trying to get myself together. I know time is of the essence. Don't forget yourself when you mention my imperfections. Examination goes both ways. Since you checking, I've been grinding from the bottom, grinding till I reach the top. Chastisement is equal to pressure. I ain't gonna never stop. Let's go.
Try to bring us down low, but inside us, all that pressure brings
choice. Either go against the grain or come and serve the Lord. A journey of 1,000 miles begin when you start. Gotta move like a man, but it takes some heart. Throwing shade on my name, that's the easy part. I'm walking through this flaming furnace, there's a reason for it. God is my witness, I'm just trying to get the kingdom. I know Satan's in the midst, he just departed for a season. Used to be that high head, looking for a reason. That's a thorn in my flesh, I don't think that spirit leaving. Don't misunderstand me, I'm humbled by the scriptures at the doorstep of my elders, cause I'm trying to get that wisdom. Running in this race, many fake when they get winded. I just catch my second breath and keep it pushing to the finish. No pressure.
Trying to bring us down low, but inside us, all that pressure brings us down. We'll find out and go where His love, and we'll never go forward. Bring it on. I can handle the pressure.
Negative K, nothing further, just see the cab behind the corner.
One hit. I'm entitled with the title of a god. A heathen on a horse that ain't even that's I. Go ahead and bark, I'ma chop you like a tree. To wrestle with an angel, gotta have some technique. I was born to run things on track like Usain. Top G's in my vein, the truth it does spring. I'm on the kill streak, for demons is buried. I'm a bearer on the side, he likes to carry. Nothing new under the sun, we God's on the earth. With 150 songs, I call them my purse. You say color don't matter, then give me the verse. We the real doctors, you sleeping in church. You can call 1,000, I'm rolling with 50s. My captains is with me, my deacons they send me. My bishops they lead me, my people they need me. The Bible it feed me, the enemy grieve me. My soul not for sale in captivity. Your fate gon' be death for our liberty. Your ungodly conversations stay offending me. You can look me in my eyes, you can see I die to live. Watch the world end from the whirlwind. You, your mama, daddy, and your girlfriend. Came up out the game to build a strong name. You can look me in my eyes, I will never be the same.
Waging war, I'm swinging with my sword. Got spiritual cuts that the flesh can't avoid. Got faith, these laws ain't void. We hated by many cause we ain't the people's choice. Voice of God ringing out like a landline. This my earth, we gon' blow cause it's landmine. We really the teachers, we really the preachers. Israel is a land, no need for a visa. Chosen by God, live life like a saint. I'm a warrior in my golden estate. It's not a race, but keep up with the pace. Take a fallen wind, push the heathen out the way. Living life back to life like Lazarus. 12 by 12, do them math, we ain't average. Harvest time, my father gon' gather us. Battle us, mad at us, you snakes can't rattle us.
My soul not for sale in captivity. Your fate gon' be death for our liberty. Your ungodly conversations stay offending me. You can look me in my eyes, you can see I die to live. Watch the world end from the whirlwind. You, your mama, daddy, and your girlfriend. Came up out the game to build a strong name. You can look me in my eyes, I will never be the same. No, I will never be the same. I will never be the same. It is. My folks, my kid. My folks, my kid. We won't never be the same.
Nah.
All right. We back.
Oh, praise. Young LIONZ and how you say that? Terrorista. Captain Kolaya, aka Terrorista, whatever. Terrorista.
The governor.
Yeah, the governor. Both those albums are now available on originalroyalty.com and all streaming platforms. You can get those albums right now. Fire. I've been listening to them all day. Those albums are fire. So what we got, Cap?
All right, let's go to the next one, number 3. We just getting to number 3. Yeah, just getting to number 3. Hey, this is a jacked up story. It kind of goes along the lines. Man, we might as well go and get that first.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, brothers. My name is Joanne, and I'm calling from Tyler, Texas. And I just wanted to comment. You all were talking about that song of the Isley Brothers. There's another one called Climbing Up the Ladder, and it's got scriptural reference all through it. It talks about Daniel closed the mouths of beasts. It talks about climbing up the ladder, Jacob's ladder. And then there's another one where it says, there's nothing wrong believing in a dream, though the evidence unseen. That's taken from a scriptural reference, too. But also, y'all were talking about our bodies, our body parts being sold and stuff. And I thought y'all were going to mention Henrietta Lacks. And to this day, they're still selling parts of her body because they found that there was something special about her body. And they were doing tests on her family members after she had passed. I mean, who knows? They may have murdered her. But anyway, they were doing tests on her other family members, trying to see if they had the same thing, but they didn't tell them. And I had read a magazine called Upscale, which is no longer in circulation, but I had saw her name in there, and then the magazine got away from me, and then they made a movie of it. This Edomite must have read the same thing because she made a movie of it. She did a book about it. She made money from it. But anyway, she told her family members what was up with her body because they had no idea. They called it, her name is Henrietta Lacks, but they called it Hela. They called it Hela. And in the scripture, it says that that David was saying that I am wonderfully made. You know, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. We don't realize that our bodies, our melanin is worth more than gold. If you look it up on Google, it'll give you an article. Our bodies are worth more than gold.
Right.
And the melanin. And there was something else that I wanted to say about. Oh yeah, we just don't realize how wonderfully God has made us. Because we're looking so much to the other nations and looking at them and thinking that they're more, when God has made us wonderfully, fearfully, and wonderfully made. And we don't appreciate that. And I appreciate what y'all are doing. Thank you so much. Most High Christ bless, and God bless you all.
All praise. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
If y'all don't know who Henrietta Lacks is, make sure y'all look that up. She that's a very, very powerful story, and it goes to show you many movies. But what's the name of it? It was Black Panther. What's the material in Black Panther? Vibranium. Yeah, the vibranium. Yeah. That sister had cells. Basically, it was like vibranium. So, and guess what? She ain't the only person. That's the movie that just came out. The show. Right. What was the show in the UK? It was on Netflix. Supercell. I'm like, it just came out. It just hit me. Yeah. Supercell.
Right. Yeah.
Supercell shows you the same thing as well. Who calling? Hey, shalom. Who calling?
Shalom. Cap, can you help?
Shalom.
This brother Abishai calling in from Phoenix. How do I see Phoenix?
All right.
One of the things that we have lost, when the Most High said that he's going to discontinue us from our heritage, we lost all of this pertinent information as to exactly our makeup and what that all entails, like our genetic makeup, or all those things that entail. But like y'all been bringing out, Esau is wiser than Daniel. They understand these things that we don't understand about ourselves. And they're going into their science labs and they're selling, not only are they selling our body parts, I just moved out here to Arizona. When I first got here in Phoenix, they had a doctor that was arrested for organ harvesting. He was out here harvesting organs because they know exactly what is in our DNA, our genetic code, our brain, our stem cells, everything. They have these things down to, like they say, down to a science.
Right.
But we, Israel, we don't understand these things because we have been discontinued from our heritage. And thank the Most High for raising you men up to bring this back to our remembrance so we can be more careful with our bodies. We need to be more careful with our mental state, our physical state, and our spiritual state, because the Most High has given us over to the nations as a spoil for our disobedience. And when he says spoil, everything about us has been taken for a spoil. Okay.
All praises.
And with that, let's all get back to the show.
All praises. Hey, excellent points. Excellent points you just brought up. Going back to what I was saying, I knew it was something that came out. It wasn't a movie, it was a show. The show Supercell shows you what they do with our bodies as well as they clone Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
Did we? Yeah, we did a show on Supercell. I was like, did we go over it? We went over it. And I know a few other shows went over. Deacon Malachi did a whole show on it. I mean, a class on it. But anyway, in both of those instances, our bodies was the prime, what'd you say? Prime subject. And now we're seeing they're getting our body parts after we die, and they're doing it with military veterans.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. Because if you go into the military and you make it out, something had to be something a little special about bro, the video, it was very heartbreaking. They said most black veterans that went to what we fought at? Vietnam. That went to Vietnam.
Yep.
They had a lifespan that touched the ground. They had a lifespan of 19 seconds if you got dropped in. This is why. Not only were the North Koreans shooting at you, but you had white people shooting at you too.
Yep.
You would get there, Esau would shoot you in your back, and they would send you out first. Imagine that. They kill all the black people.
Yep.
I was like, damn, that's heavy. And he was like, we wouldn't know these things if some of them didn't make it out.
Right.
Because God forbid, well, I mean, not good white people, but some people understand, like, hey, we need these niggas to make it back. I'll let them live. But some of them, they didn't care. I was like, damn, you would never hear that story. Esau would never tell you about that.
Nah.
But he said his grandfather told him. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's what was going on. It's heavy, though. It's heavy. So for you to make it back, certain things had to happen mentally and physically for you to make it back. So it's not by chance that they taking up our bodies. Also, what I was saying was, we don't know what's going on with these missing people.
Right.
It's 64,000. That was 3 years ago when we was doing the big, we were showing the numbers. Who knows how many it is now? Underneath America, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? Where's all these body parts, all these bodies going? Epstein Island, all these other things. Like Bishop was saying, people talking about Diddy. Esau.
Yep.
Esau, they make us look like we create. Meanwhile, we got hundreds of thousands of our people missing. And Esau know where everybody at.
Right.
Meanwhile, we got a cell phone. I can FaceTime and see somebody on the other side of the earth. But we got people missing. But they can give you a ticket. And when you drive by and you don't know it, and it gets popped up at your door,
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't put your address nowhere. You don't move 5 different addresses, ain't updated it, and they find you somehow. But we can't find our people that's missing.
We ain't the one building tunnels in our business.
There you go. There you go. Right. Esau got tunnels all over the place.
What you're saying is so heavy, Cap, because as we just saw, a couple of videos ago,
right?
How Northern Kingdom brother trying to pull us all together. Under Trump, a lot of our people, voting time is the time where we be pushing that unity with the other nations, right?
Right.
I want to read something right quick. Get Exodus 33 and 16. This is one of my favorite scriptures because, like before you come into truth, a lot of us knew it was something about us that was different from everybody else.
Right.
You couldn't put your finger on it, but you knew it was something about us that was more special than everybody else, right? And why are we getting treated the way we get? Which goes into the curses. But I want you to read this scripture right here.
Exodus chapter 33, verse 16.
Bring it out.
For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people...
Stop. Moses is speaking to the Lord. He says, I and thy people, go ahead,
have found grace in thy sight.
Let's see how we found grace in the sight of the Lord.
Is it not in that thou goest with us?
Uh-huh.
So shall we be separated.
So shall we what?
Be separated.
Uh-huh.
I and thy people.
I and thy people.
From all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Moses said that was grace. You doing us, you blessing us. Because look at all the things that we bring it out show after show. Bishop brings it out in the classes. We, you know, all our bishops, deacons, we bringing it out. Look at the atrocities that we have faced. Just like when we read in First Maccabees 1 and 9,
right,
or 1 and 11, how when Esau took over the earth, evils were multiplied.
Right.
And going back to your description about the diligent search, which we didn't read that, if you'll still pull that, but he searches out all the ways to destroy us for his benefit.
Yep. And they show it to you. They show it to you in movies.
Yeah.
Going back to the point, they show you exactly what they're doing. But when we say it, we point it out. They say we conspiracy theories.
Right.
Okay. Meanwhile, what's your nationality? I don't know. Don't you find that crazy?
Right.
That you don't know who you are with all these big books and libraries and everything else, but they ain't tell you that, huh?
Right.
Okay. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Where you calling from?
Lucinda, small town, Pennsylvania. How you gentlemen making out?
We doing good, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah.
Did you go to church today?
Oh, shoot. Come on, you know that. You know better than that. My family did. My brother did. But, on what you guys are saying, that's true. I thought about that verse. This is Esau's world.
Right.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, T.D. Jakes said you have to fight for the position. I'll show you these dumb Christian pastors. But I was just calling to say it's beautiful what you guys are saying. But do remember that the day is Sunday. And your enemy, the black pastor, was making sure nobody listened to nothing y'all are saying.
Right.
I mean, I don't care what the Bible verse say. It could say that, Acts 5, 29, 30, 31, the God of Israel. I mean, he died to give repentance and forgiveness of sins to Israel. They don't care. They read it and say it's for everybody. Cast out the bondwoman and her son. No, bring her back. I mean, they don't care what the scriptures say. They love white Jesus, and 2/3 is going down the drain. It's just something to think. I mean, I'm it's proud of y'all that y'all do the work that you do, but all while you're working, it ain't but 2/3 you're working for because it's been prophesied. So there's no way you can change that.
Right.
So I guess the 2/3 must be big. Whatever's prophesied got to come to pass. Jesus rode in on the donkey; it was prophesied. So I'm just saying that I'm proud of you guys and the work that you're doing. But I just remind you, man, you got a serious enemy out there, man. You think Jamal Bryant is your friend? Come on, bruh. Them guys would call the police on you guys. They would plant poison on you guys, man. I hope IUIC know that the black pastors hate them maybe more than IUIC know that they hate them. I mean, bro, they hate you passionately that they would bring death to you guys, bro.
We
They
know.
would poison y'all.
We know. Listen. when you read the scriptures, it was the Sanhedrin, it was the Pharisees and the scribes that brought Christ before the Romans. So we know who they are. We get it.
God bless y'all, man.
All praises.
That's just something to think about it,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You can put it right in their face. I don't care. I love Massa, and that's the way it's going to be.
Right.
Hey, man, love y'all, man. Y'all take care.
All praise. All right. Shalom. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, let's go on and did we finish that? We finished that scripture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go on to the next article because we pressed for time. We want to touch a little bit on Levi. But this was another one. Oh, so what I was saying is just like what we dealt with about the brother, the man of war, right? The veteran. Okay. Now we're gonna deal with healthcare system in the prison system. All right. Go ahead. Yeah, play that video.
Yeah. Now, what's your name here, bro? Because I'm looking at the situation right now. I ain't feeling that.
Yeah, man. You ain't seen it yet.
He got a colostomy bag on. I keep asking the nurses to change his bag because the bag they gave him they had how long they had you wearing these bags?
Yeah, they tell me I have to wear the bag 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, one bag.
And my bags, sometimes it take
a little louder.
Yeah, sometimes it take. I can't wear that bag that long because it's
constantly running.
Yeah, it's constantly running, so it have me stinking.
You can lift your shirt all the way up, and they have you smelling, and the other inmates got to smell you.
Yeah, so they didn't want to give me another bag yesterday, so they gave me another inmate bag. That I don't even
another inmate bag.
Yeah, another
instead of getting you a bag.
Yes,
the
sir.
Nurses turned you down for a bag for what reason?
Because they said that they gave me some, and I needed to keep up with my supplies. I'm like, man,
you need to keep up with supplies.
Yeah,
wow.
I can't help it. The bags somehow keep busting on me.
It keep busting on you, and it's into your clothes.
In my clothes.
This
man.
is sad.
Clothes, man.
And they notice it.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about. I can't help it, man.
I know, man. My heart goes out to you, man.
They're making a dangerous environment for me, man. I need help. The officers, they just. I can't help it, man.
I know.
And they gonna try to lock me up now.
I know.
If they see the video, see a
I know it, bro.
All right. So that was a video I saw, and I was like, man, do you know how vile that is, how nasty that is? Because, if his bag busts, I mean, he's at great risk. Everybody around him is at great risk because that's your internal organs. That's your feces. That's urine. I mean, and they would have. That's the same thing we was dealing with on the slave ships.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the same condition in the prison cells that they put them in that we were in on the slave ships.
That's it. Heavy you say that, Cap. Heavy you say that because. That's all it is. Is that what they call it? Slavery by another name.
Right.
So you get the same treatment. They want to use the minimum amount of dollars and get the max profit. That's why they got them out there working. That's why they give them the same. It's a $1 billion industry, and they're like, hey, I want you to die. Because guess what? My uncle owned a funeral home. Mm-hmm. We got we want a healthy slave in here. Right. So you right. Costing
you ain't worth nothing.
Right. You costing us too much money.
Right.
Give me that in Isaiah about being hidden in prison houses. And that's a sad story right there, man. That's a sad story. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Whew. Yeah, he was trying to hold it together to the end. You could say he was like, man, I need help.
Right.
I need help. Yeah, so this scripture right here is on point.
Read that.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
This is a people robbed and spoiled. Read.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
They are what?
They are hid in prison houses.
We are hid. Like the brother said, he risking everything to put the video out because he know ain't nobody else paying attention. Hey, Shalom caller. What's your name, question, comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, Captain. This is Sister Jehodiah from Detroit.
Shalom, sis.
You should know that, brother. That's kind of sad because before my granddaddy died, 10 years ago, he had a colostomy bag, and you have to change that at least 3 to 4 times, an hour.
An hour?
Days, hours.
Wow.
Hours. Because you're not able to, get your bowel movement out, and say if you eat, I think you eat lunch, you eat, say you eat a full course meal, everything you ate going straight into that bag. So if he just ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, he has to change that at least 3 to 4 times a day. No, I mean hour, not day, hour. And if he doesn't, it makes him. You be in a lot of pain. And for them to say day, like it's a blessing that man did not die. Like you couldn't even go over 4 hours without changing, especially if you ate.
Wow.
Everything goes straight into that bag. Like it's literally a hole from your stomach, a tube into your stomach where, where your feces come out, it's in there and it goes straight into that bag. Like it pulls it into that bag. And I remember him having to, change that and stuff like that. So just to see that, it literally makes you want to cry. Like, it's sad. Yeah, that's crazy. It's really a miracle that man survived to even make that video, and he's even standing and able to move.
He may not, based on the stuff that you're saying, he may not even eat a lot, knowing that.
Possibly not. I mean, he is an inmate, and I mean, he might not, depending on where he at, he might not even eat, or if he ain't got no family. Because if he had family, I'm pretty sure they'll push, for that, or it brought some attention to it.
Right.
But he must be one of those forgotten inmates. So yeah, I just want to call to say that because that really touched home.
All praises. Thank you for calling in and give us that insight. I didn't know that. So all praises.
Sure, sir.
All right.
Hey, pull up that next article. I want you to jump down. Start it where it says basic health care denied. I'm going to show you something.
Hey, Cap, and you know what's interesting on that? Black people treatment, even in jail, is different than white people.
Right.
When white folks go to jail, they have a good time. What they call it? What they got, like 3 different levels of prison or something like that? What's the kind that the white collar crimes go to?
Federal.
Yeah, you got federal, and then you got the I don't know.
You got state, you got county prisons.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. But our people always end up in the worst situation, no matter what it is. Go ahead.
Routine care. There you go. Just want to get straight to the point. There you go. Hey, read the top first so we can know what we're reading. All right.
Healthcare behind bars. Missed appointments, no standards, and high costs.
All right. Let's jump down. Well, you know what? Read. Just start from the top. Go ahead. Each year that someone spends in prison cuts their life expectancy by 2 years. Mass incarceration multiplies that impact on a societal level. If not for incarceration, the U.S. life expectancy would be 5 years higher. The abysmal state of healthcare behind bars bears much of the blame for those figures. Medical neglect kills hundreds of incarcerated people every year, despite the 1976 Supreme Court ruling that deliberate indifference to medical needs amounts to cruel and unusual punishment. The COVID-19 pandemic compounded the impact of this inadequate care, with nearly 3,000 incarcerated people dying due to the virus since March 2020. Routine care is denied. Last month, the New York Supreme Court held in New York City Department of Corrections in contempt for failing to comply with an earlier order to provide people in its custody with access to basic medical services. Basic medical services. Go ahead.
A lawsuit filed by public defenders and pro bono associates noted more than 1,000 instances in December 2021 alone.
In 1 month. Go ahead.
In which someone did not make a scheduled medical appointment because a corrections officer did not escort them. Corrections officers often record incarcerated people as declining treatment that they were in fact never offered. This April, people held on Rikers missed 11,789 medical appointments.
Wow.
The New York ruling highlights the denial of basic care that plagues jails and prisons nationwide. In state facilities, more than 20% of incarcerated people with a persistent medical condition go without care. That number jumps to more than 68% in local jails. Among a population more likely to suffer from chronic health conditions like heart disease and diabetes, that inadequate care can be deadly. Denial of medical care stretched to COVID-19 vaccine distribution too. When vaccine eligibility was introduced, people living in congregate settings such as nursing homes or homeless shelters were given priority access due to their increased vulnerability. However, some states arbitrarily excluded people living in jails and prisons, defying the recommendation of public health experts. New York was one of those states before the state's Supreme Court ruled that excluding incarcerated people was dangerous and discriminatory.
Okay, so it says some of those states, New York was one of them, and as we see, Alabama, according to that article or that video is one. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name, question, calling? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Julian. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the house.
I have a quick question.
All right.
If you have a sister that is in the truth and her husband does not believe, how do you deal with that situation?
If her husband don't believe, well, it depends on how long she's been in the body. Depends on a lot of different things. We can't get that counsel on the air because there's a lot of different factors that goes on with that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So I would reach out to the local leadership and have them counsel you because we can't counsel you on that. It's a lot of different levels, but I can say this: give them time. But I don't know everything. He might be a Edomite. He might be in the truth. He might be a Christian pastor. A lot of different things. So we can't answer that question on the line. There's a lot of different things that go into that.
Okay.
All right. All praise. All praise.
All right. All praise.
All right. Shalom.
All right, let's pull up the next article. Now, let's touch on Levi a little bit. We only got about 10 minutes, Cap.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. Got to get it. Uh-oh, another marriage counsel question. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
All right. Go ahead. Hold the phones for a minute. Let's go ahead and pull that article up.
Atlanta Black Star. Unbelievable. Social media slams Megyn Kelly and others for ridiculous spin while defending conservative editor who appears to call Haitian migrants the N-word on video.
All right, let's go down. Let's jump to the video. I got the video underneath that. Let's pull up that video. Yeah. There's your friendly neighborhood. All right.
Oh,
come
yeah,
on.
we ain't show that. Yeah, that happened this week, did it?
Yeah.
This is funny.
Recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. I think one lesson in this whole story, people don't care about geese. Recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson in this whole story, people don't care about geese, and people really hate geese. They all things considered, I think people would prefer Haitian migrants to come and take the geese.
To complain about Haitian migrants.
He said something to the effect of, look, if we have to create stories in order to bring attention to what's happening, the media, he admits they made it up, right? As opposed to, and if you listen to the full clip, he says, by drawing attention to what's happening on the ground, it's just,
right.
As this line goes.
Of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls.
All right. So
how you get migrants and nigga mixed up? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, bro, come on now, when dog. They show up to work and they suit and tie. Well, you see, probably after 5, he got his towel. He had a couple drinks.
Right.
So he got on air and said the truth.
What they call a Freudian slip?
Yeah. Well, so I was reading through the comments because there's a lot of comments on that. And the one that stuck out to me is somebody said it's because he uses the word so frequently at home.
Right.
And I believe that.
Yep.
That, it wasn't a slip. I mean, it was a slip because he's trying to be professional, but that's probably the way he talk anyway. Yep. Hey, I want you to pull up number 7, and we'll probably end it here because we don't have a lot of time. But this goes back to the slander. This goes back to the slander of our people. Okay? Now, if you say, let's say you flip it on like police, right? They say, well, all police ain't bad. But it's so easy for their nation to lump us all together. It's like, what's that movie I always ask you about with Omar Epps?
First-time felon.
Yeah, first-time felon. When the brother, the cop, was talking to him, and he says, when white people see me, all they see is you. Because it don't matter if you're an upstanding black man. They always compare us to the worst of our society.
Yep. Like Bishop say, you never rise above the status of your people.
There you go. All right, let's read that. Jump down.
Why
Scroll down.
Haitian?
Yeah.
Why Haitian immigrants are moving to Springfield, Ohio?
Go ahead.
Haitian immigrants have moved to Springfield, Ohio in recent years, seeing an opportunity to rebuild in the area after escaping mass violence and poverty back home in Haiti.
Hold on. So this has been going on for a long time.
Since like 18 or 19, 2018, 2019. They
So why now they making it a big deal? Because election season.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Go ahead.
This week, the community was unwittingly flung into the national spotlight after former President Donald Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, repeated unsubstantiated claims that some immigrants in the Ohio town are eating neighbors' pets.
Mm-hmm.
They're eating the dogs. You got the song, man. That song's pretty catchy. Go ahead.
The claim has been refuted by local authorities who said there are no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community in a statement.
Jump down to, scroll down to why are Haitians going to Ohio?
Why are Haitians going to Ohio? Criminal gangs have pillaged their way through the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince and surrounding areas, killing, raping, and kidnapping thousands of people in recent years and leaving hundreds and thousands of others homeless and unemployed, which in turn has deepened poverty.
Now, you remember when Deacon and the captains, they went into that. They did the interview with the brother down there and went into, see, we'll see this and then we'll get a certain thought about our brothers, you know, that everybody's like this, right? But nobody talks about what the Clintons did to destabilize, and not just them, but to destabilize the nation down there.
Well, what Trump doing today?
And what Trump's doing,
they still getting guns and everything else. What Biden's been doing, it's the same thing.
Right. Read on.
Haitians first started arriving around 2018 and chose Springfield because of job opportunities and affordable housing. Lucan Merzias, a Haitian immigrant living in the area, told PBS News, "I got a decent job when I was in Haiti and then had to make a difficult decision to leave. It wasn't easy," he told the outlet. Once the first delegation arrived, they told family members and friends back home to join them. And from there, the community steadily grew, he said.
Now, I want you to go down, scroll down where it says for others, for other immigrants, because we're going to.
For others, the immigrants have felt like a lifeline. We want more jobs in our communities. And in order to fill those jobs, some jobs need to be people who are not originally from here. Jamie McGregor, who owns the manufacturing factory McGregor Metals in Springfield, told PBS. McGregor told the outlet that about 10% of his workforce, about 30 employees, is Haitian. "I wish I had 30 more," he said. Our Haitian associates come to work every day. They don't have a drug problem. They'll stay at their machine. They'll achieve their numbers. They're here to work. And so in general, that's a stark difference from what we're used to in our communities.
So I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring that up because you know what? They as we just opened with that video, you know, that sort of speech slanders our people, right? But then here you have one of their own in the community saying, no, they're upstanding citizens. I wish I had more people around me like them.
What I saw was we just the workforce. That's all they want.
Well, we know that.
We the workforce. Esau can say all that. They can say we eating dogs, but they need us to work. That's what it is. Hey, so shout out, y'all. Let's go through the shout outs. We about to close. Shout out to the IT. Who back there today? Officer Nathia, Officer Duell, Officer Abel. Is Don Omar? Who's on the ones and twos? David. Soldier David. All praises. Who that? Who? Lap band man. Shout out to the crew, Officer Gadiel, Officer Haziel, Officer Sleep In, Officer Lahad, Captain Kimuel. Shout out to the security crew. Shout out to the sisters. All praise to the Most High. Shout out to the bishops, deacons, captains, officers, soldiers, brothers, MOV, sisters, kids. Shout out to all the nation of Israel. Most importantly, shout out to you, the viewers. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every single week. Do What You Call the Show still come on? Do they still come on after this?
I hope so. I hope so.
I think so.
All right, cool. All praises. What's the name of the show? I don't forgot the name. Wisdom Crieth Out is on next, y'all. Wisdom Crieth Out, live out of Austin, Texas. Tune in. With that, we say shalom.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is youth.